Good day, everybody. Looks like winter has moved in at Saskatchewan. Alright, he likes it. Got feet cold, Rod? Yeah, okay, come on. Yeah, 18 below and a little bit of snow today. Supposed to snow all day today a little bit. Hopefully the wind stays down. We had a hell of a storm blow through here. Call it an Alberta Clipper. She was windy for about 15 hours or 20 hours. Really blew. She's a different landscape out here now. Quite a bit different. A little bit of snow coming down. I can stand 20-25 below when there's no wind, but once that wind starts hitting you, you really feel it. Could be about what the weather will be like for Grey Cup. Never know. As long as it doesn't get windy, same thing. 10 below it'll probably, and there's range. That will, it's always my point about moving the season up. I'm getting older and older and can't take the cold like I used to. Be nice to have the season moved up. There's a little bit of room in the beginning. They did move it up a bit, but you can look back in the videos that I've made before my rant about moving the season up. Some people agree, some people say, oh no, you got winter, that's your that's football weather. Well, to me, I think the quality of the football goes down when you got a rock solid football. But some people like it. Wouldn't be my preference. Mind you, even if they moved it up, this could be the same weather you get. Well, was some good games on the weekend. I was really surprised how BC could handle Calgary's running game. They didn't even try to run. I was surprised. I thought they'd try to run that ball down their throat with Mills. They had the leading rusher with Carey, but I don't know. I was surprised. They're gonna need that against the Bombers. I don't imagine it's gonna be much nicer in Winnipeg next weekend. Hopefully it's just around 0. Be about perfect. But they can get some nasty weather this time of year too. Yeah, BC, I'm glad they won. O'Rourke, he's back and getting back in form pretty good for being off that long a time. Played pretty damn good. He'd have to step it up one more notch though to get by Winnipeg. And they got a good squad there. Good lines, that's what you need. And I'm pulling for BC though. I think it'd be really good for the league. Getting some fresh teams in there. Going for the Grey Cup. Expand the CFL viewers. They need that bad. That's the only way you get any money into this league. Can't really rely mainly on your attendance. You need that TV contracts. They finally announced the halftime show. I kind of laughed. They announced who they were and I go, who? Oh man, almost. Well, that was close. Oh, the old timer here just about went down. Wow, holy moly, that was hard on my back. Damn it. Guess I have to start wearing my boots. Oh, Ride found a squirrel. You find one, Ride? Yeah. I don't see him, Ryder. Wow, that almost jarred my back. Christ almighty. I don't know what the hell I was talking about, the halftime show. Yeah. I guess the one guy was from Georgia Line or something like that. Like I said, I have no idea who they are. I enjoy watching a bit of halftime show. Time to go get my chili and another beer. I guess we'll see. It don't matter who they announce. They can't satisfy everybody. But you'd think they could find some Canadian, but guess not. No idea what, I guess it's country. I guess it's country music, and I like country music. Some of it. Some of the country, the new country these days are not like the country I play. I play guitar and I like the old style country. And the other game, Montreal, I figured they'd win that one, and I was right. They really got after Evans. They kept him at bay. I figured they'd put in that backup sooner than they did. That's maybe what Calgary should have done too. I called for it. I said, the way Mayor's moving the ball, I wouldn't doubt if you see Bo coming in. And Bo came in and he did pretty damn good for the time he was in there. The defense just couldn't hold BC at all. Even though he scored, they just went right back down and got the points back. BC did. But Bo, you can see he still got that knack in the pocket. He got hammered a couple times, but because his ability is just to move around in the pocket. His scrambling ability for running downfield has always been nil. Very seldom you'd see him go past the line of scrimmage. But as far as the games coming up, Montreal's playing good. They really did good on defense. I was quite surprised. They did better than I thought they would at getting at the quarterback. And they ran the ball. Steinbach is starting to pick it up again. He's a premier runner at one time, but I still pick Toronto to win that one. And in the other game, like I said, if Aurora can step it up one more notch, and the defense, which really surprised me, they handled that run like nothing. And they're gonna have to do that against the Bombers. But I'd still think the Bombers will win that one. I'd be pulling for BC because of the fact they're the underdogs, and I usually cheer for the underdogs. Let me know in the comments who you're picking for this weekend's Western Eastern Final and why you think they're going to win. I still think it's the Bombers going to take her all. The only good thing was that it looked like BC got through rather unscathed. I haven't heard the injury report yet, but they look like they come through pretty good. Same as Montreal. I'll have to look and see who they're dressing. That's the only advantage that I think that the team that gets that 1 week rest, sometimes that's more of a detriment than an advantage. You know, these guys seem to, if they take a week off and they got another week off, seem to come back flat, even though it is a big game. I'll have to reload with beer and make it some more barbecue for the weekend. And I'll probably it was really great to see the Huskies win. Now they're in the Hardy Cup, and probably go to that game if it's not storming like it was this weekend. I was gonna go, but she was storming. But if it's just like this, I'll be there. Try to get you some footage of the game. They managed to have a pretty good crowd, even with that bad weather this last weekend. Hurt my bloody knee on that little trip I had earlier. Now the bloody wind is starting to come up. Makes it pretty miserable without wind. Wind chill starts getting up there. She's chilly. Got my big mitts on, they keep you warm. Right, no. Now he's eating the corn. Now he's eating the corn here. I don't know, they don't seem to like the corn too much. I put sunflower seeds and some bird seed in mine here. I'll start putting it in the winter here. And my rider bird cage one. Bird feeder one, I mean. Really starts thinning out here for dogs in the winter in here. Not as many around. Ryder, he doesn't seem to mind it till about 20 below too. Then he starts lifting his paws. He'll get used to it, but once it hits 20 below, I usually put on his boots. It's a good squirrel area. Ryder knows it too. These power lines, once the winter starts coming, they start tightening up. You won't be able to hear it on the camera, but you can just hear the crack, 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 crack on a cold day, how they're tightening up. Yeah, she's out in the open here. She's pretty cool. Bloody breeze. Doesn't take much of a wind to freeze your face solid. That's why I start my beard in the winter. Try to stay, it helps the old face. My younger days I used to work outside all day long and have a beard. It was a savior, I'll tell you. Till next time, I hope it warms up a little bit for the Western Final. And the Eastern Final, Toronto, can be pretty nasty too at times. They're right down by the water, that stadium. If they get a south wind, it gets cold. I was at a Grey Cup there once. Hamilton and Edmonton were playing in the Grey Cup, and it was cold. It was busting in off the Lake Ontario, and it was chilly. Well, until next time, everybody stay healthy, have a beer, and go Riders go.